Ash and JD, they're the host, talking real, they're not like most. Podcasting fun with a side of wit, get ready, cause you won't wanna quit. They bring the laughs, they bring the noise, sharing stories of their crazy joys. From deep discussions to silly tales, the Real Talking podcast never fails. Grab your headphones, get ready to groove. Ash and JD will make your mood improve. Banter that's witty and oh so sly. Their chemistry's electric, you can't deny.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Real Talking Podcast with your hosts, Ash and JD. Now, we will just start off this week's episode with a YouTube comments because, we are on the YouTubes. It's not always a camera episode, but the audio goes up at least anyway. But anyway, we seem to have a new fan favourite with the handle at Maradi534.
Great name.
And I don't know what it stands for. I don't know if it's just his name or it means anything else. But it says, "My dudes, invest in some decent sound equipment." We're not bitter or anything.
No.
But, sound equipment isn't cheap these days.
And how does that make you feel, mate?
I don't give a shit, to be honest. To be fair, I'd probably say just invest in some better headphones or speakers instead of the B&M Poundland specials, cheap and cheerful. But they're not that cheerful if you can't hear us coming in his ears very well. But as always, we appreciate your comments.
Yep.
And hopefully I haven't ruined your day as you listen to this in poor quality. And thanks for listening, though. We do always appreciate it. As always, send in your messages if you do want to comment on the YouTube videos.
Good or bad.
Yeah, the links are in the description as always. realtalkingpod@gmail.com. Real Talking Hotline, the old bat phone, 07470 488 096. Links are at the bottom of the description area. You can always send in a message. Now, we are going to get onto some of the correspondence because we do love it. This is what we crave for all of your input, whatever messages you've all got, things that you want to say, as we say, good or bad. We'll get onto James's message in a little bit. But it's just been another strange week again, hasn't it? And one thing that has shocked me this week. Now, as most people know, the WhatsApp groups, they're always atrocious. I'm not active on WhatsApp on my own personal phone, but I do still get the pictures that automatically save to my library. And when I'm getting pictures, the likes of a larger man who looks like he's had suction cups on his man boob area, so essentially he could swing his tits around someone's face. And I'm getting the likes of this picture randomly saving onto my photo library. The one picture I'm gobsmacked hasn't been uploaded in the group. It's the Katie Price picture.
Now, I haven't necessarily seen this picture, but I haven't been looking for it. But I know it's apparently some big shit. And apparently it's what your guy heard. But I don't know how they could know that, but apparently.
Well,
have you seen the picture?
I've not seen it.
Should I look at the picture?
No. From how many descriptions I've heard about it, I feel like I know what it's going to look like. It's a fibrous bowel movement, apparently.
What does that even mean?
3 solid logs, so it's not much or anything. So she's had the full Dubai treatment.
Oh, no.
And I hope you're not trying to find it now. If you're trying to find it, go into incognito mode because you don't want that on your search history. Google already knows everything about us. You don't need that on there as well.
No, I just can't. I did go to, but then I was just like, no, I'm not going to.
No. I can just imagine flashbacks of the audacious memories of the old 2 girls, 1 cup.
Do you remember how? Yeah. Do you remember that? That was mad, wasn't it? That
Well, I
one?
imagine a lot of the listeners that are of the younger generation won't know what 2 girls, 1 cup is. I won't give any spoilers for it. If you do want to have a look, just give it the old Google. But as I say, incognito mode would be better for your search history and potentially keep you off some lists. But yeah, I mean, some of the stuff back in the day that was popped out, like blue waffle.
Yeah.
Why was that ever a thing? And it wasn't actually real, but early days of Photoshop, people photoshopping and that. And
Do you remember that video of the man cutting off his bullet?
I've seen several like that, and it's just.
Oh.
I mean, one of them that I've seen is like he's paid a woman, like a dominatrix of sorts, to cut his bell end off, and that's sexually arousing
Yeah.
to this person. I mean, again, we've gone over it before on older episodes of people's weird kinks and that. I shouldn't be saying some of the stuff that I've seen. To be fair, probably a lot of them have already seen it. And again, as we spoke about before, the younger generation seems to be open and free about a lot of these things.
Love it,
really,
mate.
So
they get shit on all the time. I guarantee. What's that called though? Because I know like pistons called a golden shower in it. I'm sure there's got to be like a term for it. It's got to be called something. But can you imagine? No, imagine it. No, like there's probably someone that's listening is like fucking getting turned on as fuck right now.
Yeah.
But can you imagine going to your wife, Jack, going, I want to try something. It's a bit gnarly. And she's like, fuck, you know what this could be like? I'm gonna get this fucking. I'm gonna get what I want now. She's hoping for like a threesome with a big black geezer. And
no, I thought it was on about my missus.
Hey, there you go. Do us a favour, lie down. Let me show you.
I mean, it's definitely not my cup of tea.
Well, how do you know? Like, why? I don't get the urge in that. Like, I don't get the sexualness in it.
Yeah,
because I need silence when I'm shitting, mate. I can't have no one. You know what I mean? So
again, yeah, we spoke about this previously. I don't know how that would get brought up in a conversation.
yeah,
though.
but imagine, like, someone. So obviously, it's got brought up. Obviously, somehow, someone shitting on someone's chest. Kelly Price, for this instance, a conversation needed to be had beforehand.
Well, that's why it's like in general. This is called the Dubai treatment because it started a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
where the princes and all that were shipping these OnlyFans girls over.
Now.
Yeah, to degrade them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a lot of money that they're getting paid.
How much would it pay? You know where I'm going. How much would you need to be paid for someone to shit on you, mate?
I mean, times are hard, so I'd probably take like $5,000 or something.
$5,000 for a big turd.
Yeah, because as long as I know that I'm going to be able to like get rid of it as quick as possible, I don't have to like lie there for hours and hours. Because again, from what I'm told or what I've heard about this Katie Price photo, she looks passed out, as if she's been drugged up or something.
Okay.
She might have probably just had her eyes closed because she didn't want to look at it, and it maybe stunk.
I can imagine
shit usually stinks. Yeah, I wonder if he had to wipe afterwards.
I mean, where do you put the shit? Because look, obviously you're not going to put it into your hand down the toilet. I mean,
someone's got to clean it off,
logistically, what goes on there? Does someone get a doggy bag out? Like, because you can't turn over things on the floor, then someone's got to pick it up anyway, and you got shit on the floor
as well. Yeah.
Logistically, how does that shit go from someone's chest into the pan?
Yeah, it's a lot of questions.
Mate, I've never thought of that, but I've never thought of, obviously, about shit falling onto my chest. But logistically, after, maybe it's better doing that in a bath. I mean, that's what probably.
Yeah, you'd want to do it in a wet room of sorts, so it's easier to clean up. But it's not recommended to try and force a shit down a plug hole because you don't want to block your drain up.
So either way, there's a logistic problem I can see here.
Yeah, but again, if you're a prince or a sheik or whatever over there,
the cleaners are doing that for free.
You're paying a lot of money for all these kind of helpers anyway. So I suppose that's not going to be you first thought, how am I going to clean my mess up off of this lady that I've just degraded?
Do you know back in medieval times? Yeah, it was a so a job was basically to clean the king's arse. Yeah, and
Mm.
it was a privilege basically. It was an honor to be that guy that wiped his arse.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's mad as well because they only used to have like 2 baths a year as well.
I mean,
I think in times when they needed to bathe a bit more,
yeah,
they didn't. Um, there's a saying, I can't think of the saying now. Hopefully it comes to me, but obviously, like families didn't have modern plumbing like what there is these days, and there was no showers. You'd have a big tin bath, and they'd pour hot water into it, and then essentially the oldest of the family would get in their bathe first, and it would work the way down. So the last person to have the bath would be already
in
like,
dirty water,
dirty
basically,
water.
water,
Um,
a water geezer.
and you can imagine, they've probably pissed in it or something as
Yeah.
well, because some people are just wrong uns. It's okay to do it in the shower. We've already established this
It's not.
with modern day privileges of having a shower. But if you're having a bath, don't piss in the bath that you're in. It's bad enough that you're lying in your own dirt in that sense as well, but you don't need piss or anything added to it. There's a saying, because I feel like it was when the baby got washed. This isn't the same, but I think because of the baby being washed in the water last, there was a lot of deaths, like infant deaths,
Oh,
because
okay.
it was all dirty water and
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Obviously, we didn't intend to go on to medieval time history with Ash and JD.
101.
205, I think. So, there was no prep for this to remember what the saying is. But a lot of sayings come from tragic
yeah.
like history, essentially.
So I've seen a few TikToks actually with like where the meanings come from, and it
Mhm.
is like old times.
Yeah. Like Ring Around the Roses, the old nursery rhyme. That was to do with like the Black Plague, and they'd have the flowers to help with the bad scent of the rotting corpses, and that essentially. And one that I recently found out, the bouquet that the bride holds at a wedding,
Yeah.
and obviously the tradition is to throw
Throw
it
it.
for someone else to catch. So the origin of that was because, again, they're only having like 1-2 baths a year. So the bride, honking, stinking like fuck, would hold the bouquet of flowers because the flowers smelled nice. So it'd be to mask the horrible stench of the smelly pom pom, and the rest of the body, obviously. I don't know where the throwing of the bouquet come into that. Maybe just because it's the end of the night, the wedding's over. Fuck these flowers off now. I'm about to get railed. 14 years old, trying to live the best life, ain't it?
That's it.
Starting a family, have 10 kids, and hopefully 3 of them survive.
That's how it was pretty much, right?
So, history 205 of Ash and Jada.
Yeah.
That might be a new segment that we get started. Horrible histories. We'll have a little
think of
brainstorm.
rebrand that. Come up with someone else's idea and rebrand as their own.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's what everyone's features are. It's just the same as other people's. It's the confessions. I do see a lot of confessions on others.
But they got it from us. You know.
Yeah. Even though they've been going for years and years, but yeah. But still, back to Katie Price. I imagine she's got a book coming out or something again soon. She's obviously skint.
She's skint. I've seen her on TikTok doing these, not lives. It's like trying to sell you shit on TikTok. Have you ever seen like QVC where you're trying to sell something?
Okay.
So sometimes like TikTok shops do that. Like you can buy fucking whatever it is, and she's like trying to sell it.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of live shop things. Always the toilet paper. Don't get me wrong, I've bought the toilet paper from there because 72 rolls for like £12. You can't go wrong with that.
No.
But it's annoying because it is like every 3 scrolls there's another advert. Don't need it.
Yeah.
But even Twitter now, adverts on it. Like you'll click on a video, and it will automatically finish and scroll straight to an advert or another video. I don't need that.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a video, I want to be able to see, like, let it repeat itself, and
Yeah.
then if I'm done watching it, just go off.
Yeah.
I don't need another one to start. Not an Instagram going through reels. It's just they need to calm it down a little bit with the old technology. But yeah, she's probably because she's real good with her promotions.
Yeah. I'm just trying.
Getting her products out there.
I'm just trying to think. There's probably nothing that she hasn't done sexually. I'm just like any sexual term. I reckon she's probably smashed them all out. Literally.
Uh,
I mean,
yeah, most likely. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I'd say she has done politely, or not done rather. But it does remind me of a TikTok, not influencer, but I don't know, someone that just posts videos on TikTok. Now, again, because I wasn't expecting to do this, but essentially, this lady just posts random, like, sort of like dad jokes,
yeah.
and the comment section in there afterwards. Typically, I'm not going to be able to fucking find them now, am I?
But like, they're the best ones. When you see a certain video and the first fall is, I'm going to the comments. They have the best comments ever. When you
Yeah.
see a video and your first fall is, I need to go to the comments.
Well, I love it when the comments have been disabled as well. So you know instantly
Yeah.
they've had some abuse and they've had to disable comments because they don't want that negativity. So I've found a lady now, just Neve, that's all her name is, Neve.
Shout out to me.
Nothing special about her, look, in the sense of what's going on, but just trivial
I
dad
used
joke.
to be afraid of gardening, but then I grew a pair.
Classic.
So she's grabbed some pears out of a tree, and she's, let's say, just doing a dad joke. Like, I grew a pear, and she's laughing. But you go to the comments. I mean, these have changed since I've already saved it. Oh, pressing too many buttons here now. So Jake has said, hilarious. Now give me a Tijuana telephone. So that's obviously no doubt some sort of sexual act. Another chap has gone, funny, snail trail my face. It's literally just loads and loads of stupid ones like hilarious, use me as a loofah. This is outstanding. Let's dig up my grandmother. So why people have obviously someone's done it originally,
and then
everyone has just gone on and on. And I did go through a few of the videos, and everyone has these ridiculous comments on
but
there.
she's probably loving that because look at the comments about like in terms of the money she'll get from it just to do with that
all
joke
the
in the
extra
video.
views.
Yeah.
So that this one in particular, that's 234,000 likes. So I don't know. She's probably getting like £200 or dollars if she's in America. I don't know where she's from.
I think I've seen a video where someone, because they all get paid different prices. So this person had 2 million likes. 2 million views. It was like 1,000 likes. He didn't really say the comments on it off the top of my head, but he had 750 quid off one video. But he did 2 million likes, 2 million views, 1,000 some likes. Because they need to watch it over a certain amount of time. Though now it's like I think it's over 10 seconds now for you to get paid.
I think it's 15 because I did see like some woman. I don't know. There was like a sob story or something on the picture, and it just says, "Oh, please hold for the 15 seconds so I can get the revenue for like
any ones with the dog where it says that." I was like, "Fuck, yeah."
See, these dog ones, they get me going. Not in that way. So again, randomly, it'll just be out of the blue. I'll start getting the dog adoption ones.
Yeah.
And
at like 3 o'clock in the morning, mate.
Well, I'm never up that early. I'm up an hour later, but I'm not up through the night to still be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not these days, anyway. Too old for that. But yeah, it'll be just random dog adoptions because there's one happening this weekend as well, and it's like this says adoptions free this weekend, essentially saying come and just take a dog from us. Which that baffles me as well. Like you have to pay to adopt a dog. Like It's already,
I think it's just to keep obviously the company going, the rescues going in it.
but it
Like,
should say like, adopt a dog and we'll have a donation.
yeah.
Not like it's just the wording for it. It can be a bit strange, or I think so anyway. But yeah, I see the videos and you see the little dogs and that. You're like, I just want to take them all home and that. But obviously we ain't got enough money to buy better sound equipment, so I can't afford to have all these dogs either.
Like a dog farm.
I'd love it. Like when you see the question, if I won the lottery,
No one would
no one
know.
would know, but there'd be signs,
Yeah,
and that'd be mine. There'd just be
just dogs.
dogs and dogs and dogs, of the animal kind. Them days are long gone. Oh. Again, I love it. Going on to the TikTok memes and that, the way that people just edit the videos. So there's been a load of the Wolverine ones going when he pulls down his mask, and a classic one the other day when my mate's chatting up a 10 out of 10, and then I see the Munter coming over, and he just pulls it down. And he's like, because I can't remember.
He puts it up for kidding, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it's not because I've got to take the Jabba the Slut. That was it. Because I've got to take on the Jabba the Slut, and I should have sent it to you, to be fair, because
I've seen it. I know. I literally have seen the exact same one.
Yeah, but there's loads of them. It's just all different situations, scenarios that's being said, and he just pulls it down.
And they have actually brought out that choir version. Madonna ass. No,
Okay.
yeah. So like we was on about it before, where she could have earned like money off it. Well, on Amazon Music anyway, it's there, the quiet version, the original version.
So that should be in the charts now, then.
But maybe it was like a week too late.
I don't know. It's still popular.
I put it on every now and again still because it's in my head fucking constantly.
But the amount of people got live concerts that I've seen doing, so it's not their version of it. They're just singing it exactly the same. And it's like, all right, yeah, but you're not Madonna, are you?
No.
No one's Madonna. There's only one Madonna.
And I never really rated Madonna. As I said, it's someone that I wouldn't want. Remember when we done the thing? And so she's someone that I wouldn't want to do. But the song is catchy, I must admit. In the context of, it's brought in new lights with the movie.
Well, it's one of the greatest things about movies and TV shows these days. We have said it enough times. The soundtracks that are coming out on these films, Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously the Deadpool Wolverine ones, lot quality. But it can do, again, with the Kate Bush, Stranger Things, how it brings a new audience to the emotions of these songs.
I just found out as well, the geezer that directed.
Yeah, it was fucking whatever episode.
Yeah, like season 4, episode 4 of season whatever it was, is the same person that
directed Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah. Again, I saw that on TikTok. It's just full of knowledge. I don't know why the Chinese don't like TikTok. It's all educational. And sometimes you'll randomly scroll across to some geezer with nunchucks, just bashing himself.
You know what I fucking heard on that TikTok, and I was fucking crying. Remember that old thing during COVID where he's like, "Yeah, mate, I'm not coming in today. I've got the Indian COVID," and as he's speaking, fuck.
Yeah,
I was fucking.
He gradually just changes into an Indian accent, and then he's like
bloody
full on a poo from back The Simpsons and that lot. Yeah. Some people it's quality.
He's like, "You bloody bastard."
Yeah, I mean TikTok. If you're not on it, you don't need to be on it, but if you're not watching videos on it, then
how addictive is it though now? Like,
it's stupid.
Because
I'll after walking a dog in the morning, and I'm sitting down for 5, whatever podcast or anything I'm listening to, I'll stop that, save it for when I'm driving, and it'll just be scrolling through. Or if you're on the toilet, and
it's perfect for the toilet.
Yeah. I mean, how times have changed really, because you think when we was kids, we'd be having breakfast, having a bowl of cereals, reading the back of the cereal box, looking at the word search or whatever's on there and that. And then these days, it's just phone and TV in your hand all the time. It's a bit of a shame, really. Kind of related. So I don't know, D23 or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the
yeah,
Comic
yeah,
Con
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but Disney's one.
Yeah.
So there's Toy Story 5 in development, and apparently the plot story for that is the toys have got to compete against iPads and phones and
Right.
stuff.
Now, for me, Toy Story 3, it should have ended with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Toy Story. Yeah. When he moved to college and left the toys to Bonnie, and then he drove away, that perfect. Just leave it. Everyone had a little tear in the eye. You
Mhm.
grew up with it. It was just, it didn't need to be touched from that, even though it wasn't the greatest movie overall. But like the way it ended, it had an ending.
Yeah.
It ended, and then just you know, how's it going to end now with her giving them to someone else or whatever? It just,
But
if do you know what?
it's like the Fast and Furious films, really. While they're still earning so much money, they're going to keep making them, aren't they? Because I think Toy Story earns like $1 billion each time. So
Yeah, but like oh man, that last Fast and Furious was
I've not
fucking
watched it.
shit.
I
Man.
don't think I've watched past like the third or the fourth one.
But look, they're getting like a bit unrealistic, like with the
Didn't they
stuff.
go to space?
Yeah,
in
they
one of
went to
them?
space and everything. But like, I mean, the last one, like the villain and the way it all worked, like had the double cross, like Vin Diesel's character. It's just like, no, that wouldn't have worked like that. Like it was just shit. The last one was proper shit. Like to the point where I was like, what am I fucking watching now?
Like, I don't think there's enough famous people, like famous actors, to keep putting in the films either.
Yeah, but
Um,
they do well, don't they? I mean, I don't know how much the last one made, but they do well. That, as you said, that's
Surprisingly,
all
yeah.
right.
It's like slagging off the Taylor Swift fans or the BTS or the what's the Beyonce fans called now?
The Beehive.
Beehive, yeah.
I'm just guessing that.
It
I mean,
is, yeah.
okay.
So yeah, it's like slagging off them fans. The Fast and Furious franchise have a die-hard fan base, so yeah, they're always going to watch it. But then again, I suppose I mean,
To be fair,
it's
one and two, if it's on, I do end up watching them. Like, yeah, number one and two.
yeah. The first couple were sound. Tokyo Drift was a bit off the rails, but I suppose that was because it was just completely different, and the actors there was no cast.
Yeah,
It was just different people in it. So I suppose that's probably why people didn't enjoy it and rate it as much as the first two. But then, yeah, once the
but that integrates with the new. I don't know how many you've watched, but it does integrate with
yeah,
the.
because I think like the order of it was like it should have been the fourth in the series or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah,
Yeah. No, I think the last one I watched was the first one The Rock was in.
well then the next one, I think is the last one, like last overall now.
And is that going to be like number 12?
Like 10-2 or something, because whatever. This movie's in two parts, so that was part one. So this is part two.
Fucking hell. They're not
But
fucking
you think
Avengers
that? I
anyway.
think Vin Diesel's earned some good money off that. If you think about it,
Well, yeah, he's probably getting like
it can
fucking
just
20 million each film, isn't
for now he probably is, yeah. So he's probably got that for like at least the last 5 or 6,
Mm.
plus a couple of million every time before. He's fucking sorted for life.
I feel like he's a bit of an overrated actor, to be fair.
No, I feel like no, I don't think he's overrated. I think he can't play anything else but that character now, because he was the same character in was it Triple X.
Triple X.
It was the same, and he wears the same vest.
Riddick.
I didn't really watch that one, but like he wore the vest
Yeah.
and done the same. Like I ain't gonna do his voice. I was attempt to do his voice, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
No, he hasn't got an accent or anything. Plus, you've already just done the Indian accent, so
Yeah, but
I don't
that's
think
not.
you could have.
Well,
Well,
you're
unless
about
you,
your bloody bad.
unless you
No.
tried to do
Jay, do it in Vin Diesel voice.
it's all
So
about family.
family.
No, that was Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
But yeah, like at least with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he did some more emotional kind of roles.
Brothers.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Brothers. No, what was
No,
it called?
so twins.
Twins.
That
That's
was
it.
comedy role. He's not all,
Kindergarten Cop.
yeah.
Yeah. That one.
It's not all about just being the hard man or the robot.
You know what? Sorry, mate. No, carry on.
No, just again, any like obviously Ryan Reynolds, comedy. He's done romantic films. serious films, action. It's very versatile. Hugh Jackman is
Yeah.
probably the best example of it.
Yeah.
Badass actor Wolverine to fucking
The
musical.
Greatest Showman,
Yeah,
Les Miserables.
Miserable. The size of that moth there, kid.
Oi, no, what I was going to say is,
Yeah.
you know what's come on Netflix? The Fugitive. Do you remember that movie? Fucking man movie, mate.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't think I've watched the film, but I know that there's been a series made as well, hasn't there?
Oh, fuck, I don't know about that. But anyway,
Or I might be thinking of something else.
maybe Shula.
No.
No. So the Fugitive, it's got like, obviously it's like from the early 90s, but it's a man movie, mate.
Mm.
And it got me thinking, is Con Air the manliest man movie? Have you ever watched Con Air, mate? Time you've watched Con Air, it's fucking...
I know I have,
It's
but it would have been like when I was 16
Yeah.
or something.
Air
I've not
Force,
watched it recently.
Air Force One. So Fugitive, Con Air.
Yeah, because what I remember essentially, it's the manly version of Top Gun.
Yeah.
It's not gay.
Con Air's just it's just these.
I'm just laughing because like I can't think of the geezer's name now. Quentin Tarantino, he went on a full rant. It was a part of a sketch show and that all, but he went on a full rant. No, it might have been in a film actually, saying how Top Gun is gay. So, they're all there, shirtless, beach volleyball and all that.
Beach volleyball in jeans.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But even with the second one, they still had to do the
Yeah,
same again.
yeah.
And it's like, God. So both of them, gay films.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Gay film.
Look, I'm just spreading the theories out there. I'm not making them up. But if you're into shirtless men playing beach volleyball, especially Tom Cruise, that was a thing as well. They're all kicking off because the closing ceremony of the Olympics, which we haven't talked about. I know we're not a sports podcast, but there's been a couple of things that we should have spoke about. Mainly the breakdancing Australian lady.
See, I haven't seen. I keep seeing it, but I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched any of the Olympics.
No, I haven't.
I've never really been into it.
I've seen that this one was the poorest in terms of UK medals collection. Normally they do pretty all right, but this is the lowest.
Again, I couldn't say how many was won or not.
Yeah, I
haven't got a clue.
I think I've seen it was the equivalent of 17.4 million for every gold in terms of government funding, and then it was in terms of every 3.4 million for a medal, basically. So every 3.4 million money the government's put in has got a medal back from this one over the past 4 years.
Okay.
Because it's government funding it. When you do your lottery, X amount goes to the Olympics and everything.
Yeah.
So basically, for every medal we won at the Olympics is the equivalent of 3.4 million of UK funding gone to winning that medal. For every gold medal, it's the equivalent of 17.3 million. For every gold medal, this one, because we didn't do, normally we do a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, apparently. But yeah, I going back to the breakdancing, I haven't seen it. I know the Australian, as a country, Australia, want an apology off Ray Good because.
Oh mate, there's a
have
whole
you seen
conspiracy
it?
about it though.
Have you seen it?
I've seen the dance. Only from
it's a
TikTok.
breakdance, isn't it?
Yeah, and so it's not good. It's more like someone that's had a few too many to drink at a wedding and think, shit, Run DMC's on. I'm gonna fucking bust a move.
Right.
So she's not good. She wasn't the best out of the Australians that were in the qualifying. Apparently, because it wasn't a category originally for the Olympics anyway, but when it did become one, Australia wasn't going to have a team for it, a contestant for it. So she set up the committee. Her husband was ahead of it. And so all this competition, like the qualifications for it, essentially...
It was rigged. Yeah.
So I've seen some of the videos of the qualifications, and she does the same dance. So it's not a new routine every time either. And that's one of all I've got is perks in my head, but it's not perks. One of the authentic things about breakdancing is that it's off the cuff. It's not all step up to or step up to the streets. It's just feeling the music, going with the flow, and just popping and locking at the moment. But the fact that she's used the
Feeding off the
same,
crowd, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she's doing the same thing over and over, and she's not got better.
Well, the other thing I've seen off the Olympics is the man, the Turkish man on the shooting range, where he looked cool as fuck. I think the South Korean Shula, she looked cool as fuck. She had a teddy in one hand, fucking cap on, a glass fucking over her eye, and fucking shooting.
Yeah, because they were saying, "Oh, she's changed the game" or something.
Yeah, fucking
how
cool
she's
as
done it.
fuck. And then the geezer had that massive slung over the fucking high jump.
Yeah, the pole vault.
Yeah, where I mean, he's lost, but he did win.
He's won.
Yeah.
I know he's been offered to do porn as well now.
Oh, okay.
And you think, well, you're going to earn some
Well,
money
as
now.
well,
then,
you might just do it once, and he'd do a couple of movies,
yeah,
earn a
lot
few
of
quid.
money, yeah. Well, probably more money than he'd earn from fucking pole vaulting.
But is he a grower or shower? So I mean, he could just
Well,
be
either
a
way,
shower.
he's big enough already, ain't he?
Oh.
It's only got to get hard. So Top Gun's gay.
We just had a little gay chat then. Just
Look, there's nothing wrong with appreciating the male body of other men, if that's what they're classing themselves as anyway. But yeah, we've not spoke about the Olympics. But then there was they were all moaning about Tom Cruise, the way he's really parasailed down, and then he's got the flag, and he's gone off on a motorbike, and then he's gone on a plane, and then parachuting off. So they're kicking off about the carbon footprint of Tom Cruise doing a show, because the next Olympics is going to be in America. So they're kicking off about that, but it wasn't an issue. This is French people kicking off about it anyway, but there wasn't an issue with the opening ceremony.
Yeah, when
even though there was.
Yeah.
Which for us, it was surprising we didn't actually touch upon the opening ceremony.
I mean,
it's old news now, definitely.
Yeah, but
it
it's
happened
been
like 10 days ago.
So much bullshit in regarding to that, like, and then obviously around that time, obviously, just been a lot of shit going on in that. Like, just
there has been
just so much negative shit.
But you know, we're about keeping it real here anyway. So we don't need to talk about everyone else's news. But now finally, we will get on to the old correspondence. And firstly, we'll just get the emails out of the way with first.
Right.
And then we'll go on to the features. Now, I will start off with Lee first, because he's been positive. Football's back, can't wait for it. What do you guys think about it then? And he followed it up with unlucky with United, for United on the Charity Shield game. We're not going to talk about football too much. I know he says we'd probably do predictions or something. I mean, there's no point. Man City are going to win.
Or Chelsea.
Yeah, but we all know about your tactics and belief in certain people, hence why Southgate's unemployed.
The Messiah. He won't be for long, mate. Honestly, Real Madrid soon.
Yeah.
No, I was being optimistic on that. I just needed to be fucking believing him for one game. But now I think I have said it before. I have a good feeling about Chelsea. I just when they've got. I mean, I've just got a good feeling. I won't go into too much. I just think at some point they're gonna click, especially if they get the Napoli striker
Osherman.
Yes, who sounds like a Pokemon. Oshawott.
Oshawott, yeah. Yeah, I can't believe they still haven't got a striker.
Well, they have got Lukaku.
Yeah, they've never rated Lukaku.
Because he's
Jackson's not good enough.
No, that Jackson, no. But apparently that Lukaku's going to Napoli.
Yeah, So what they wanted from the other week was Osherman on loan for a season and Napoli to buy Lukaku, but essentially they don't
to
want
meet regulations, basically.
Yeah, but they don't want to. Napoli don't want to loan Osherman. They want the 100 million euros or 120, whatever they've got him as a release clause. But still, they just need a striker. But that's been the main thing that's missing. You know, they've just got Neto from Wolves and that as well.
He's a good player.
He is.
They've got, mate, honestly, Did they sign a new goalkeeper? This I
They've
think
signed 2 new
yeah,
goalkeepers.
'cause
They've got
I-
4 first-team goalkeepers.
I didn't write that side because, and I know that obviously that they're getting rid of they want to sell Kepas.
Yeah, but he's been on loan
He was on
Real Madrid
yeah,
anyway,
but
weren't
they're trying to sell him now. He's
I thought he would have just stayed at Madrid anyway.
nah. So he's gone back there. So literally, I always thought striker and a goalkeeper they'd be decent. Anyway,
Yeah,
I won't go on about it.
we're not on
Chelsea,
football.
put a little bet on. Like, I mean, it's worth a little bet. And they're not going to be the worst team. I think they've got more of a chance than Man U. Really, if you think about it, or do you not?
No.
You think Man U's got more of a chance?
I think United will finish above Chelsea this season, yeah?
Nah, I ain't having that, mate. Nah,
Okay.
nah. Nah, I don't know. It's hard to say into the season. Everyone's in like and the transfer window's closed because obviously one player can make all the difference. But
Yeah,
it will be hard to beat.
I
Man
feel like
City.
it's going to come down to injuries again this season because not just with United last year, obviously Newcastle, Liverpool a couple of years ago with essentially no defence with Van Dijk and that out.
Oh,
Um,
I will say West Ham and Villa are fucking building a
so that's
tidy
going to be a
squad.
good game on a. Well, is that tomorrow? But
Uh,
I know that's their first game of the season. They're playing each other, so that'll
Yeah.
be a good game.
Also, a first game on Super Sunday, if you got Sky or a dodgy box. Chelsea, Man City, 4 o'clock, sorry, kickoff.
Is it really Super Sunday though?
Nah, I mean Super Sundays used to be fucking super, but the game before was like Crystal Palace versus Brentford. That ain't super.
Well, from the fixtures that I have seen, the first Super Sunday, which should be a Super Sunday, is the third game of the season, 4 o'clock, United, Liverpool.
Now Liverpool ain't even signed that one as well, have they?
No,
That geezer rejected them.
Zubamende, which that's been quality because there's Liverpool's biggest fan channel, Anfield Agenda. Craig, he's a bit of a character anyway, love, but he was singing the theme of Scooby Doo, and he was like making his own lyrics up for Zubamendi, and he was like Zooby Dooby Doo. And so obviously when he's rejected Liverpool,
Because
everyone's just
because
slagged
they
him off.
agreed the transfer, but he rejected them personally, didn't they?
Yeah, so the clubs agreed fees, but he was like, "No, I don't want to
I
go."
don't feel it. But
Yeah.
sometimes though, like obviously, 'cause at the moment, who does he play for? Is it
Real Sociedad.
different climate? You know,
But apparently that was one of the reasons because he likes walking through the mountains and all that.
No,
by the club.
I get it. Like obviously, let's face it. Just
I get it,
north of England.
but when your wages are going to get quadrupled, so
But
you're
like-
going to be earning like 120 grand a week.
But then this is what I always thought. When you're earning, say, like 120 or 50 grand a week, you're still fucking doing all right, mate. Like to the point where, now maybe just me because I ain't on that kind of money. But
Mm.
either way, you've done well. So why not enjoy your youth?
So I know what you're
And
saying
do you get what I'm-
because we come from the generation where you wanted to play for the badge in your club.
Yeah,
It
and
wasn't
still be
about
rich.
earning the money. But I think because a lot of the players these days, they know it's a short career, so they want to earn as much as possible because you're not going to earn 100 grand a week being a pundit or a manager.
It is
afterwards.
it is unusual though for someone to reject. I'd say like a big Premier League,
Especially
team.
Liverpool as well, to be honest. With how they have been, James is going to be fucking jizzing all over the place at the moment.
he's a good lad.
praising Liverpool. But yeah, for a club as big as Liverpool to reject them, I mean, it's just ballsy, that is. Like, you don't expect it.
I mean, at Liverpool, have you heard any rumours of Liverpool gonna buy? Because that's all I heard for the past few week or so was him, and obviously when he got rejected, I don't know.
The only one that I saw after the rejection was that because United have been trying to get Ugarte from PSG for weeks as well.
Yes.
Is that Liverpool are going to hijack that deal?
All right.
But that's not from sources from Liverpool. That it's mainly just like these fake Twitter accounts that in the nose, bit of Liverpool fans essentially saying that they're going to hijack the deal.
Right.
I've not seen any official links.
Okay.
But otherwise, main transfers, I've not seen any.
It's been pretty quiet. I say pretty quiet,
Overall, in
but
general.
Man U and Villa have been busy. But I mean, like, and Chelsea obviously.
Mhm.
But like, normally there's like a lot going on. There's a lot of money being spent, but everyone's like, I say that, and obviously, as I just said, I know Villa and West Ham are, but Villa, they're in the Champions League. They've got to go for a little bit. But
Plus,
like,
they had to sell to
Douglas,
meet the PSR and financial fair play
I mean,
regulations and
this
that.
PSR thing come from? Like, what the fuck is that?
I think it's going to ruin football, to be
Oh,
fair.
where-
Because apart from Man City, there's not enough clubs that can properly abide to these rules. That's why you're seeing the likes of Arsenal selling Emile Smith Rowe to Fulham, 35 mil. That's pure profit straight into their budget then. So it's going to mean that a lot of clubs have to buy cheap foreign players so they can still meet these regulations and sell
homegrown.
the homegrown youth talents, just so they can get that, and then leave these. Not saying all of them will be, but the foreign players that aren't good enough, just leave them on the bench and just let them go at the end of the contract.
Yeah.
It's real. I think it will ruin the game sooner rather than later because there's not enough clubs. Obviously, with Man City, how much money they've illegally pumped into the club over the years.
Allegedly, mate. Allegedly.
Mate, it's all going to come out soon. The trial starting next month, I think.
Yeah.
And they're hoping to have it wrapped up either before or just after Christmas.
Right.
It's happened, mate. You can't have that many allegations against yourself and none of them be fucking true. UEFA tried taking them to court and that before the Premier League. And it's only because they got all the money that was out to pay everyone off and sweep it under the rug. But essentially, because of how they've managed to pump the money in one way or another, they are financially stable to be able to say, yeah, we've earned 700 million and 400 million is profit, whatever it is. So they could spend hundreds of millions on players every year now.
But have they signed anyone? I know they sold
So
Alvarez. And I know looking
yeah.
at the West Ham kid, which is just a compensation package.
Yeah.
I can't remember the striker's name. But I think that's like 1.5 million. Then I'm only having to give.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. Alvarez to Atletico Madrid for 81 million, I think. From the company that own Man City.
Oh, that's
one of their
Savio, any his name is or something.
Not Salvatore or
yeah, because he played in the Community Shield, didn't he?
Yeah, so Girona, which is one of the
group
that owns Manchester City. Yeah, it's one of their clubs. So that was why it was annoying that Man City can buy one of their own players from their other club, essentially. But United wanting Todibo from Nice, they were like, nah, you can't do that. Even though there was interest before Ineos purchased some of the stake. So, again, more controversy, more backhanders, turn a blind eye, let us do what we want.
Talking about Ligue 1.
So that's League One, French League.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just...
For the non-cultured people out there.
Like,
Yeah.
No one's buying their TV rights. Have you seen this?
What? So their equivalent of the TV license, you mean?
No, so basically, you know how you can watch the Premier League in Spain, in France, in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
So no UK channels picked them up. No Spanish channels picked them up. No German channels picked up the league. And to the point where I think the zone in France where you watch Ligue 1, I've won $40 a month for yeah. So even they're like saying, fucking, a lot of people are cancelling that one because it's not worth. Like, obviously, football's a rip off anyway. Like Sky Sports,
yeah.
Unless you got a dodgy box. So no channels, no companies like foreign companies are picking up the league rights to showcase them.
See, so since that's happening, then what I think should happen, which I thought would be, I'm surprised no clubs are doing it yet, but Netflix style, you pay a subscription to watch your own club. So like how MUTV and Liverpool TV and that, most clubs have got their own TV channel, whether it's actually on TV or online. Why you can't just pay like £10 a month to watch every one of your own club's games is annoying.
But I thought about this, but why don't you just have so if the Premier League did one, so it's Premier League, just Premier League, so not just your team. for like £20 a month or something like that, 15 quid a month. Everyone will get rid of Sky Sports, and
But
everyone.
Sky could still do it. Like how they've got the Formula One channel and
Yeah,
stuff. If
but
they
look-
just had a dedicated channel, no one bothered about the other ones, it would work. Because back in the day when they used to have the multi-view, where you could like
pick the
uh,
match.
yeah,
Yeah, they often
select
still
out of
do it
like
on the
8
championship
games.
ones. But
Yeah, but it should do it with everyone. Like, you go onto the football channel, well, I want to watch this game
Yeah.
today. And then they're still getting the
Yeah.
ad revenue and everything from all of it.
Yeah, so no, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, if the so obviously you don't sell the Premier League rights to Spain. Obviously, Spain just buys there for €15 or the equivalent of €17. So watch them, which I think you probably end up earning more money,
Yeah,
and it's self-sufficient as such.
yeah. But it was like with lockdown, COVID lockdown, when you could pay to watch the games as well. You could pay
Yeah.
for individual
Yeah.
games. Something like that I think would work. It's because not everyone can like go to the ground and watch the game anyway. So when it is games that aren't on the TV, if you could pay like £5, £6 to watch that individual game, it'd make so much more money.
I know you can do with the Blues. You can watch the Blues game every
I
game.
think it's just the Premier League
Oh, is it?
because
Oh,
it's
it's the
like how there's
blackout and then 3 o'clock.
I think
Yeah.
that's what it is because of that blackout. They won't do that, which it's just an old-fashioned rule. They need to just get rid of it. And if it is a problem, just stagger the games then. Just change it so it's a 1 o'clock kickoff on Saturdays instead or something. So the other games, the the non-league or the lower league games still kick off at 3.
Yeah.
So if it was a 12:30 or 1 o'clock kickoff, there's still a chance to get to the other games, which that was what the rule was brought into force for. So people wouldn't not go and watch local teams. At the end of the day, if the local teams aren't entertaining enough as watching Sheffield United on the big screen, then you're not going to watch them anyway, are you?
No. I do love the fact it was like, we're not going to talk about football much.
I know,
And then
and I ain't even give James his email
no,
yet either. But yeah, that was about 10 minutes. We will quickly say James is because he's already jizzed out because we praised Liverpool. And he just says, time for the real talk to start now then, lads. Hope you're ready for United to get embarrassed again. I think he just means about the league in general.
I do have a feeling Ten Hag will get sacked this season.
But why would you feel that he will?
I just don't think they're going to
over any other
perform.
ones?
It's just Man U, isn't it? Like, Shaw's injured again, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, the player that they brought apparently knew had this issue beforehand. He's injured now. It's just, I don't know,
What
mate.
you on about Xerxes?
Nah, the lad.
Lenny Yoro?
Yeah.
No. Again, that was false rumours. There wasn't any previous metatarsal or anything.
Right.
It's just bit of Real Madrid fans and other fans that, because apparently he rejected Liverpool as well. Well, they were in for him, but because they thought Real Madrid were the only club he was going to go to, they backed out of it. So again, it is just more false news from a bit of fans. But now I think tonight, I can't wait for it to be fair.
But do you think Liverpool, Man United, will have a better season than Liverpool?
No. I mean, I'll know from Ipswich, I do believe, is their first game. So it's not going to be a big test for them. But once I see how Arne Slot's actually playing, because obviously we played pre-season, but both of us had half the team essentially. Once I see the first game for both of us, not just United tonight, but I will watch the Liverpool game because that's 12:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
About 2.5 hours after this is actually released today, as everyone else is listening, especially our YouTube fan, Mahadi 53 something.
Definitely not bitter.
No. And if he is still listening, we do appreciate your comments. If the quality's not too poor that he can withstand listening to it. But once I've watched the games, I'm not even going to be able to watch the Liverpool game.
No.
I'll be. No, I will. Actually,
you'll be in Liverpool, mate.
I'll be driving to Liverpool,
Yeah.
but I'll get the missus to drive. I'll have the tablet, watch it on that
There you
sound,
go.
and as long as I've got 4G while driving, so I can hotspot off my phone, it'll be all right. So James, I will be able to watch Liverpool. It's mad because I'll be going to Liverpool, and the Liverpool fans will be going away.
Yeah.
That's going to be an early drive for them as well. for ones that are driving anyway. That's
It's
like
the tractor boys.
yeah, it's like a 5-hour trip or something.
Yeah, it's a truck, isn't it?
So, I mean, surely they'd be getting the train, wouldn't they? You'd be getting on the train about 8 o'clock.
Oh, we're getting a
cracking
fucking
open the
plane,
tins.
mate. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but you can't
Yeah,
can't have a
it's-
proper sing song on a plane, can you?
I don't know. I've seen some flights to Ibiza, mate.
Proper geezers.
Proper geezers.
So yeah, once I've seen the games and
The total transfers in.
what? No, I just want to see how
Okay.
slot because I know how Ten Hag wants to play. It's just whether the players actually do for him. But I want to see how much Slot is changing, if he is changing anything. If he's
Yeah.
going to play the same way as Jurgen Klopp, then it's an easy transfer for him. You know, they don't have to change anything. The system stays the same. Then I think they will do well. But if he wants to change much of the style of play, then that's where they'll struggle.
Right.
So yeah, but once I've actually seen them and not only be sitting there with a pen and paper and taking notes, but yeah, if they play the same as Klopp, and then obviously if there's not an injury crisis, then I think Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, it'll be tied between them two for second and third, and United fourth. I think we're going to be back in the top 4 at the end of the season. Again, injury permitting. Yeah, I think that's all it does come down to really for United this season. Hopefully, it's not as bad, but yeah, appreciate that as always, James. Hopefully, you've enjoyed the quality of this podcast and it's not ruined your ears too much. But we have got other correspondence. It is getting on a little bit late for it, so we will just do a quick 2 of the issues and we'll get the confession done.
Right. Okay.
Because I'm waiting. I've seen this confession and I'm waiting for your reaction.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. There was Lauren. She did say you will be moaning when it's cold and wet in a few weeks' time, because obviously we're not a weather podcast and we have moaned about the heat lately.
And we do speak about the weather, maybe a little bit too much.
I mean, it's not really too much when it's relevant, but I mean, it doesn't feel too bad at the moment.
But she's right.
No, I'm not going to be moaning when it's wet and cold and raining. I'll moan about the people on the road because we had it the other week, a little bit of rain, and people are, what's going on? 2 days of sunshine, I forget how to drive in the rain. I'm on the motorway, barely doing 45. There's no accidents or anything. It's just people are,
Right.
what's this? What is this? Oh, fucking hell. Cracks me up. That's what annoys me about the colder weather and the wet and the snow. I don't mind. I can drive through it fine. It's other people. People piss me off. I do enjoy people. Right, so on to the first feature. We have I don't know if I should say his name in this, but Noah says when women take deceptive pictures for their dating profile pictures, I need to know if you're fit or not.
Right.
Leave off the filters.
Yes, and also, if a lot of them are headshots, they're probably going to be a bit chubby.
Yeah.
Like that's a given. But yeah, I mean, I'm not in that world, but I know I can imagine that pain through that because you're thinking you're talking to it's catfishing basically.
Well, it is catfishing.
Yeah.
I've been there in the past myself. As you say, you see a headshot,
Yeah.
a little bit of cleavage underneath,
And that's all you
and
look
then
at.
it turns out to be it's a lot of cleavage all over. I mean, no one wants to see cankles and back boobs, but I mean, someone had to say it in fair play. Noah.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
fucking
he's
said
definitely
it.
sent a dick pic to someone that he thought looked totally different, and he's like, "Fucking, she's done me in here."
Yeah,
It's the worst ones where you meet them in person and they don't look no fucking out because you have to follow through with it because you can't. Do you be nasty? That's the thing then. So if
no,
you
I did follow through with it when that
Okay.
happened to me back in the day. I mean, you've already made the effort to go out. So
yeah,
you
that's
just
what I'm
crack
saying.
on,
Like,
lad.
fuck.
But yeah, I imagine a lot of people would be like, no,
Yeah.
not having this, just walk off. But nah, yeah, you're out, and that's the best thing about alcohol.
Yeah,
Beer goggles.
she's not so
It's real.
chubby.
I mean, she's always still chubby. you just know
You
how
just
to
don't
ride
care,
the wave.
yeah.
So yeah, we
You just ride the way. There you go. Now, there's your.
yeah we we feel your pain on that one, and then we have got Laura, and she is. Why do these idiots refuse to go at the speed limit? It's 30, not 18.
Yeah. So I have this problem, obviously, and it's always everyone driving really too fast or just not fast enough. Like if it's 30, just do 35. It
But the thing is, on your actual speedo, 33, 34 is
yeah
30
yeah.
anyway.
So like just do a bit more.
Yeah.
You're all right, but like
And
these,
if there's cameras around, then yeah, same, keep it on the 30 line. You know, you're safe, you're not getting a ticket.
and I know Loria, when she was behind this car, it's the worst ones where they're doing 18 miles an hour and then brake at every bend.
Yeah,
Like, there's not a stop, it's not a turn, no, but the bending because the road turns,
yeah.
brake. Oh, fucking hell, I just want to fucking.
And like, there's another car, not even that close, but they'll still
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
brakes. Just take your foot off the accelerator. You don't
That's
need
it.
to keep tapping the brake.
It's when someone rags you past you, you're just like, fucking hell. You're
Yeah.
over it. But when someone's prolonging 80 miles an hour, braking,
And
you're just
it's
like,
always when you need to be somewhere.
oh, yeah, it's like everyone's got the fucking, like, a Sunday morning mentality. Oh, fucking pisses me off.
I feel like because it is the summer holidays at the moment in the UK, I think there is more Sunday drivers out during the day at the moment, like in the week,
I don't know.
because they haven't got somewhere to be. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just taking the kids out for the day or whatever, or dropping them off at the nan's. So I'll take my time. But yeah, it's like, you know, you've got to be somewhere, or you've just been shopping, you just want to get back home,
Yeah.
and everyone's driving like a fucking moron. There's no need for it. So we feel
Feel
your
fuck off.
pain.
I feel like I get stuck behind that kind of driver constantly. So
I mean, we're out on the road every day.
Yeah.
Me usually driving a lot longer than you, but I get it on the motorway as well. I mean, again, we spoke about it enough times. People just being in the middle of the right lane, not even doing 70.
just drive, any.
Yeah,
Just fucking
and
drive.
just move over.
Just fucking move.
Don't be in the way. Don't be a dickhead. Don't be on the road.
Any.
Stay at home. Be extra safe.
Just drive 30, 35. Just move over.
Yeah.
If it rains, don't go too slow. If you go too slow, move the fuck over.
Yeah.
Fuck
And if you're not comfortable driving in the rain or snow, don't be on the road.
No, get a taxi.
Yep.
Fucking sussed it there, man.
Taxi drivers are annoying as well.
Oh,
They're
mate.
either going too fast or too slow.
Fuck me, sometimes when a taxi driver's too chatty, I just want to go to, mate, shut the fuck up. Oh, I had one on the way back last Friday. Like you know, you just had a few beers. I've seen it. I'm not drunk or anything. I just want to relax now.
Yeah.
Been out. Food, beers.
Mm.
Oh, so what do you do for work? Then I'm like, oh my God, it's Friday afternoon. I don't want to talk about work, mate. I was just
Yeah.
there like,
I've had a shit week at work
I
as
was
it
just-
is. I don't need to bring it up again.
just
now.
told him, oh yeah. So he's going to Castle from? Yeah, yeah. Do you mind me asking if you live there? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like just fucking shut up. Drive me there.
Yeah. But then he was probably hoping that you had some spare pizza and you was going to offer him a couple of slices or something. But yeah, we do. We feel your pain. Now we are on to what I've been looking forward to
Right.
ever since I've received this email.
So I haven't seen it, but I'm about to read that for the first time.
You are about to read it.
So bear with me if I Father JD.
Yes, my
No,
child.
I'm gonna call you Father Jamie actually in this. Father Jamie. Right, here we go.
Don't read it in your head. Read it
Right.
out loud.
Okay. Right, because I can just see the line ahead. Wait. It's even at the start when I was a younger lady. Like, okay, what? Okay, confession. When I was a younger lady, I used to have a cheap vibrator. This was before rechargeable devices, so we required a regular change of batteries. Quite often, I would realise the batteries needed replacing when it was too late to go to the shop, so I would borrow the batteries from my little brother's Game Boy Advance. Needless to say, my brother would quite often be told for needing more batteries for his stupid games. To my shame, I never once stuck up for him. Fucking hell.
Now, I can't absolve you for your sins on not sticking up for your brother.
I mean, you know he's playing Pokemon as well, so you fucking done him out.
Game
there.
Boy Advance days. That was the main game to play back on the old Game Boy Advance.
My child, it's just when I was a younger lady, it's just like.
I mean, I'm guessing she just means because it was like 20 years ago.
yeah, and obviously,
Not she was like 12 years old.
but yeah, but fucking
I mean,
hell. I
she
used
should
to
have stuck up for her brother and just says, "Look, Mum, it takes batteries. He needs more batteries for it."
yeah.
I mean, as already, and I'm saying it as well. How many times batteries he said?
But
I
like,
suppose
and
it's-
the way borrow, they got fucking used. They weren't borrowed, mate.
Oh yeah, they were drained.
Imagine you were a woman, yeah, because it must be the worst. You're almost there, and that fucking dies.
I mean, not from using a vibrator, but I've been close to ejaculating, and then something pops up. I mean, I'm not me. I'm
Yeah.
already up, but you have to stop for some.
Yeah,
Stupid
but you can
fucking
go
reason.
back to it. But like that way, once those batteries are dead and it's too late to go to the shops,
Yeah,
and you ain't got a brother with a Game Boy Advance to borrow.
the batteries, not the brother or the Game Boy
Yeah,
Advance.
yeah.
That
I
is.
mean, that cheap vibrator got absolutely blasted. Like, do
I
you know
wonder
what
if
I
it was
mean?
like the cheap plastic as well, and like it started like discoloring or something.
Father Jamie. Okay,
Like honking and that as well.
to her shame, she never stuck up for him once.
As I say, she should have stuck up for her brother, just defended him.
Like,
Didn't have to admit what the batteries were
Game
for.
Boys use loads of batteries, Mum.
Yeah, he needs to play his games. He has fun with his games. He needs those games late at night. So I can't absolve him for that. So I'm gonna give her 2 AA Hail Marys and a rechargeable battery pack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she should have said to her mum. Buy some rechargeable batteries.
I mean, she's got the gear now because that childhood trauma.
Well, rechargeable ones.
Yeah.
She's got them.
Just
USB,
got them.
Type
That's
C,
it.
plug it in, recharged in half an hour or something.
That's it.
Back on full blast. Blasting herself as well.
You can get them on your phone now, ain't you?
What, vibrators?
So they can control the settings on your phone.
Oh, yeah, there's apps for it.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like
No.
the phone's a vibrator.
Nah, I mean, it'd be pretty
I mean,
weird, wouldn't it? But
you would have been able to do that back in the day. Because remember, you used to be able to change the vibrating setting on your ringtones and that.
I know there's some dirty girls here that used to fucking put the phone on vibrate and put it there. I guarantee that.
That's what I mean. Banging out or getting banged with a 3310. They would have enjoyed that. And undestructible as well. Fucking them phones never went out.
Literally.
Yeah. Fucking vibrating for 3 days.
Okay, now. Well, if anyone has any confessions that they want to confide into with Father Jamie, Father Ashley, and Father Alfie.
Bless him. He's just wanting his biscuits now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's the dog, by the way. He heard that.
Yeah. He's not amused.
No.
But yeah, as always, please do send in your future confessions. I mean, not something that you haven't confessed to. No, sorry, not a crime that you haven't done yet, but any confessions that you have from something that's weighing you down, something that you've sinned for in the past.
There's definitely a lot of sinners out there, mate.
I mean, aren't we all sinners, really?
Yeah.
And on that note, we shall leave it there. Glory, Man United. Keep it real, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Grab your headphones, get ready to groove. Ash and JD will make your mood improve. banter that's waiting, oh so sly, their chemistry's electric. You can't deny, you can't deny. Can't deny.